You wonder how to play the newest Gateway into the Past event and get the best prizes out of it? Then watch this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel and like our Facebook page to never miss any news about your favorite game. Your task begins with the usual sequence of event quests that grant you Dwarven chips. You can use the Dwarven chips when you open the event window and select one of the 3 cups placed at the bottom of the screen. Each cup will spawn its own type of game piece on your board. You can hover your cursor over different cups to see which of them contains your required items and what are your chances to obtain different levels of a specific game piece. Each game piece has 6 different levels that you can either receive right from the spawning process or, more likely, after merging 2 identical pieces on the board. Once you have some high-level items prepared, you can fulfill the offers of the dwarves waiting outside. Each completed offer will grant you Triumph Gems, which is an essential resource for your progress on the Grand and Royal Prizes lane. There is no reason to spawn the game pieces without the goal, as it will eventually create chaos on the board and that will only make it difficult to find the pieces you need. When you receive a new Dwarven offer and decide that it contains the rewards you want, check its requirements and start spawning and merging the required items by using the respective cups as many times as you need. If you are unsure about what level a required piece is, you can always hover on it and see. And if you don't like an offer from a specific dwarf, you can decline it at any time and wait until a new one arrives. How expensive are the different offers? Well, the very first level of each game piece can be easily obtained from the spawning process, and the higher the level of a piece is, the more level 1 pieces you will need to create it on the board. So the higher the levels of the required pieces are, the more expensive the Dwarven offer will be. It's known that the ancient board game can be tense at times, but it's mostly due to the high variety of game pieces and the strong passions of players to win the game. The number 1 tip is keep the board organized. One of my favorite aspects of this game mechanic is that you are asked to organize the space and simply bring order out of chaos. When you click the cups multiple times and several game pieces are spawned, make sure to split up the newly created pieces into different parts of the board and possibly sort the pieces according to their individual levels. It will help you to ease your merging process, especially if you are not familiar with the look of different items and levels at the beginning of the game. The event introduces the Lucky Draw, one of the unique rewards that can be found when completing offers. The Lucky Draw behaves as a special joker and can be used similarly to the available cups. After using the joker, you get a random reward that will either spawn some high-level pieces on your board or give you additional Dwarven chips. Make sure you make use of it every time you get one. And that concludes my list of tips for getting you through this event successfully. Please share your own tips in the comment section of this video and thank you for watching. Good luck completing offers and have fun with the game.